Whitechapel, a Visceral Retch is here. Whitechapel has returned for 2024, and I am stoked, man, especially after Kin, which came out in 2021, which was a phenomenal record. Now the cat is out of the bag. Whitechapel is clearly going back to their old deathcore roots. I'm excited to hear how they can recreate that MySpace deathcore sound. So look, that's all we need for chit chat. So Whitechapel, a Visceral Retch. Oh yeah, Brandon has joined the band from Enterprise Earth, the drummer. Incredible drummer, man. This is sick so far, man. I'm loving the progression of this, man. You can tell they've matured over the years with their songwriting. Oh, this is really heavy. Ooh. Love that bend, man, and the guitars. It's not even that it's just heavy, it's so eerie and dark too, man. And it's filthy. Jesus. So I recently tweeted out that 2024 is the year for great deathcore. We got this. We got Disembodied Tyrant. We got Shadow of Intent. If Lauren Shore drops something too, like that's going to be huge. But Fit for Autopsy, Darko, like I feel like this is Deathcore's year. Now I know Deathcore's been around, but in terms of just like the music releases that are the most exciting and the most almost like forward thinking this year, I feel like Deathcore is taking the realm as opposed to metalcore or progressive metal for me. That's just how I feel. And this song, bro, this is some of the heaviest shit, if not the heaviest song I've ever heard from Whitechapel. Now, do I like it more than the stuff from Kin? Honestly, Kin is a little bit more up to my speed. I love the progressive metal. I love like the grunge rock elements to it. It was just so different that I never expected. But this is definitely going to make the Deathcore people happy and old Whitechapel fans so happy. So this is a sick track, but let me break it down through the pros and the cons. Number one pro, this is one of the heaviest comebacks that I've heard. Like, it's not really a comeback because Whitechapel has never left, but you know what I mean. It just feels like that for them to say, oh, we're going to be heavy. So many bands say they're going to be heavy, but this is actually so fucking heavy. Holy crap. This is, again, the heaviest Whitechapel stuff that I think I've ever heard. Pro number two is that this sounds classic. Of course, it's playing true to their OG sound, but it still sounds modern. Now, I love that there's a MySpace, deathcore, and metalcore like revival, but a lot of the things that I have criticisms about is that there's no takeaways other than it just sounds like OG stuff and there's nothing fresh to the table. It just feels like almost like tribute bands where they're recycling ideas from bands that they were influenced by. Now, to stay back on point, this sounds classic yet modern. It could be the song pacing, structure, the emphasis on breakdowns, the bends on guitar. There was just elements that felt a little bit modern here, especially production wise, right? But pro number three is the song pacing. So with a lot of this deathcore stuff that relies on chugs or just like breakdowns, how can you keep things interesting? And for me, it was honestly the breaks in between before the next like huge heavy moment just emphasize the tension in the song. You know, the eeriness in the guitars in the beginning and the outro are just elements that help the song pacing and keep you on your toes where you don't know the next part of the song. So I thought the song pacing was solid. Maybe in the second half of the song there was like, wasn't as excited as the first half, but whatever, who cares, man? It's still a good song structure and song flow. Pro number four is Phil's vocal performance is amazing. This dude is clearly one of the best vocalists in metal, period. Now, since he's doing a lot more cleans, he's showing off his sing, which is incredible too. Hearing him just go brutal with the lows, right? He's always been iconic with the lows, the highs, and the like the mid-fry vocals when it's a little bit more shouty. All sound just monstrous, but also dark and eerie too. I guess I'll just make that another pro, is that I thought the dark, eerie elements of this was cool. It has this atmosphere of death, and for a deathcore band, it's kind of perfect. Let's move on to the cons. And no, this is a sick comeback for a deathcore band to go back to their roots. They did an excellent job with this one. My rating for this is going to be an 8.2. With all of that praise, why is it not higher? And it's just subjective. I love that they're going back to this deathcore sound, but I'm just more a fan of the Kin stuff. But that's just me. So for the audience that wants the deathcore stuff, they fucking crushed it, man. They crushed it. So that is my thoughts on Whitechapel, Visceral Retch. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below, spice up my life. Guys, what you think about this one? I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like, enjoy the video. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.